Hey. How we all
Hola.
doing?
Great.
I
And
don't
whoa, you
know.
got a whole bunch of people already.
Yeah. I didn't even promote or nothing. Hey,
That was
Tommy,
awfully
did you
awesome.
see I bought you a membership over at Bobby Steamfont?
Oh, that's awesome.
It was totally random. I bought one and he got it. I don't know if you saw that or not. There's only like
That
20
is
people in here,
awesome.
so let me do hellos real quick. Uncle Smiley was the first one in. Hello. And then
Hey,
Eddie
Uncle Smiley.
Lugo. Eddie Lugo Studios was number 2. Yo. And then Seville Steve was here. And Babs. Hey, Babs. Scuba Stevo. Let's get weird.
Hey, Scuba.
And Jeremy Plants. Hello, Jeremy. And then there's the aforementioned Tommy
My
over at
cat's looking
Aquatic
at me
News
weird.
Network. Kreger. Yeah, he can't even hear me. That's why. He's like, I think his mouth moving, but I can't hear him. There's Denny. And B Wood, hey B Wood, you caught it live. You didn't have to catch it on Memorex.
Be what or not to be.
And there's Merrick. Hello, Merrick.
Hiya, Merrick. It is awesome to see you.
He
Merrick's
says,
my Czech brother from another mother.
oh, is that correct?
Yeah. There's
Tommy
not too
said I
many
did
of us
not.
in America.
That's for sure. I am so sorry I had the phone in my pocket most of the time. I'm leveling out some ground. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hey, it's my pleasure to give back now that I can. Davo, hello, Davo, and there's Sony or Sunny or Sonny. You'll have to do the old. How do you say that? The how do you write it so that you say it? And there's Denny, phonically. You're gonna have to spell that out phonically.
How is Sony spelled?
Sonny is so. Would that be Sunny or Sonny or Sony? I've said it wrong this whole time. I'm sure. He's been a weekly contributor to the chat, and I still don't know how to say his name correctly. Sue Harkey, hello Sue. Just getting in the car to drive home from work. You must be a West Coaster, or you work retail.
Or
Mike Casey,
medical.
first time here. Hello, Mike Casey. There's Mary Oliver. Hello, Mary. There's Cheryl Smith. Good day, good day. Mountaintop Puffer. Good day.
Mountaintop.
Or good night, I guess, technically, over here. Garage Gills, Nader. How you doing, Nader? Frank B, first timer. We got another first timer. There's another Denny. Denny McKelvey. I thought this would be quick, but apparently not. I like I like red plants. Hello, another new guy, or you've changed your name. Davo. I think I said hello to Davo, but I'll say it again. Hey, Davo. Empire of Dirt. What's going on, Jeff Kane?
Hey,
And
Jeff.
just in case I didn't say it before, Kreger's here. Hello, Kreger.
Where's my Jeff? I don't know.
Where is
But I
your
have
Jeff?
a fishing pole for Jeff now for his action
That's
figure.
cool.
Oh, look what I got in the mail today.
Oh, look
I
at
got a
that.
chainsaw.
What's that going to be
Let's see if
for?
it doesn't do a very good job of cutting my cat's head. I think he kind of
Sunny.
likes it.
Okay. People
It's
usually
for
say it like Sunny.
somebody in the fish fam.
Oh, I bet I know who. It's my counterpart.
Maybe.
He does this. He does the same job as me, right?
Yep.
Yeah, exact same job. Oh,
But I haven't gotten a body yet for him, so I'm going to have to work on that next. I was waiting for the chainsaw to come in, and now I got to make him. Huh? I've got
So let me
beans.
go see if I can catch up if anybody said anything that needs to be addressed. But while I'm looking, so I just got I might be a little bit sleepy. We stayed up for what are we looking at?
We are looking at filter
What'd you
media,
ah
fish filter media, and you just keep talking, and I'm gonna start crafting. If
okay.
you like it or not.
If I like it or not. Just got we stayed up. I left Wednesday after work. So I woke up Wednesday morning at 4:25 a.m., worked a 10-hour day, then drove 13 hours to Oklahoma, to Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and met three of my kids, and we had breakfast, and then we had family day with my grandson who's graduating boot camp for the United States Army. And I didn't go to bed until 10 o'clock that night. So I was up for not quite 48 hours, but probably over 36. I didn't do the math. I apologize. And
Well,
then I
that's
did sleep
awesome.
quite a bit for, Thursday night into Friday, but not that much because we had to go out for breakfast again, of course, because everybody wants breakfast. And then we watched him graduate, and then we
Did he
left
get to eat breakfast with
today.
you?
Yes, on family
Oh
day
my
he did.
God. They didn't. When my nephew graduated from Fort Leonard Wood or Fort Leonard Worth, I don't know what it is. It's the one in Missouri, the Army base there. They didn't let us eat with him. We just got to watch him.
Yeah, that was Friday. He was not allowed to leave the area, but on Thursday it was family day, and he was allowed to leave, but he had to be home, be back on base, and checked in by, I believe, 8 o'clock in the evening, or there was going to be hell to pay. And he made it back, no problem. But there were a few kids that didn't make it.
Oh my God. I'd be terrified to mess up that close to the end.
Right. That's what, because they even said, do not be late. Do not screw this up for yourself this close to the end. And then there were guys
I
that didn't make it back.
I graduated with a guy named Jody, and he went into the Marines, and on his last, like, he was doing great on everything. He said boot camp was easier than football practice. But his last day, he was doing that rope up the wall, and then you slide down, and he slipped, and he came down and broke his ankle.
Oh,
So he got what they called recycled,
yep.
and he had to do it all over again. And the second time he was doing it, they were doing this thing where they were jumping over barbed wire, and he got one of his testicles caught on the barbed wire, and he lost the ball. And they they honorably medically discharged him.
So he never even got to go all the way through?
No, they said you got to have all your equipment. I don't know. That seems a little ridiculous, but
Yep. I mean, I can still do this, right? I don't
maybe he
need
walks with a
both
limp.
my balls to.
Maybe when he jumps, he's a little off now. Or I don't know. That's terrible. That's terrible. But yeah. So now that Jody has his secrets all revealed on camera,
Well, he's probably not watching me because he doesn't even know who I am.
I doubt he even knows who I am anymore. So
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
that
So
was
we made the
25 years
13-hour
ago.
ride home today, and I got home just in time to get a hold of you. And I said, "Hey, are you around? Because I don't even know I haven't touched base with you or nothing."
Yep.
And fortunately for me, he was ready to rock and roll.
and I'm going to try making something with these. I think, look at that. There's a little piece of sponge inside them.
Yeah. That's the new thing, man.
These
They were.
things might be more
He's a good
expensive
kid.
than
He's a
clay.
good kid.
Now I just dropped my sponge. How do you get the things back shut?
Just squeeze. Use those big meaty paws of yours and squeeze them back together.
I got to line up the holes.
Fort Leonard
There
Wood.
we go. Fort Leonard Wood. Maybe that's it.
That's
It's
what
the one that
Seville Steve said.
down by Rolla, Missouri. My dad went there when he got drafted into the Army.
Aw.
And he said it wasn't any better when he went down there to see my nephew graduate.
Hey, Zach. The way I see it, if you lost a nut, you made it all the way through. That's right.
Yeah, I never saw Jody again. Honestly, I don't know what he's doing. I know that he got married and he had a child.
That is not a lucky dude. Of course, it could have been worse, I suppose. There's Mike and his long family shoal. How you doing, bud?
Mike, hey Mike, tomorrow's the big football draft.
Tomorrow.
I don't
what
know.
Time
We're
is
going to
his?
be starting at 2. I don't know what time his is. It's kind of hard to remember. We've got like 40 people drafting, and we're going to go every 2 hours throughout the day. So if you're playing, Mike, go check your Yahoo, and it'll give you updates, and it will tell you what time your draft is tomorrow. And we're going to do we're not going to go live, but I'm going to do a backstage thing. So if anybody wants to hang out while we draft and talk and goof around, let me know and I'll send you a link.
And there's Zenny. Hi, Zenny. The whipper-est of snappers and Mr. Ed. Hello, eating dinner and lurking.
Ooh, I wonder what she's eating.
Yeah, now you got to tell us what your dinner was. Maybe take a picture of it, post it on Facebook. Because that's the thing to do, you know.
It is?
I guess, yeah. A lot of people like to show you what they're eating.
I had French dip.
You had a French dip? That's basically an Italian beef, right?
Well, I don't know if it's Italian beef, but I just get sliced beef and then put it with Swiss cheese on a bun, heat it up in the oven, and then you take it out, you slice it in half right down the long ways, and then you dip it in beef broth.
Yeah. Very similar. If it may not be the same. Oh, she's having grilled chicken, which I'm having on a Caesar salad, and the baby smokehouse potatoes with sea salt, and LOL because I can't read. Oh my God, Uncle Smiley, you are too good to me, but dude, enough.
What did Uncle
I
Smiley
think
do?
I have he gave me 5 more memberships. I think I've got like 40 or 45 membership, and like 40 of them came from him.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, right? Oh my goodness. Dipinaju, that's right. Hey, Steven, I see that you're on mute. Oh, you're on mute. So you're not even hearing this. Family night. I'm going to be watching a little bit of TV when we're done here as well. There's Zeta, dude. Dang it. I'm watching Pelham's auction. Oh, that's right. I'm going right over Pelham, aren't I? That's probably going to mess up my numbers a little bit, but that's okay. There's Anna Banana. Hi, Anna Banana.
Well, what are you doing Thursday night?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I'm usually with you, except for unless I'm on the road or at boot camp graduation.
Well, this Saturday night, my whole family's coming over
Oh, Saturday
because,
night,
or no, this Thursday night because
Thursday.
it's the Chiefs start in Brazil at 8:00, and they're going to go past 10:30.
Yeah.
The game. So I'm gonna be hanging with my mom and dad and brother-in-law and sister
So
and
no
any
show
kids
for you
that come.
next Thursday, huh?
Right. But I mean, you could do it if you
We'll
want.
see. We'll see. What do you guys think? Should we do a Thursday night show? Gravedigger, what's going on, buddy?
Grave
There's
digger.
Aquarium Domain, fiberglassing and listening. If you want to take a break, buddy, I can shoot you the link, but I would imagine you're not looking to take a break. But shoot me a text if you need a break. If you want to just shoot the shit for an hour or so.
So there's one of the little heads.
And what are these for? Just one of the
I'm gonna
characters
make
you're
a
doing?
I'm gonna make a little
Tony
pile
P!
of heads for a couple of the caves, Pleco caves, and see if anybody likes skull heads.
Ah.
Skull might. Oh, Skull is the guy who made me think about it.
My dinner was nothing special, but fed some frozen clams to the larger puffers. This is from Mountaintop Puffer
Ooh,
Keeper. He
nice.
says to the larger puffers that require opening with a clam knife. They basically wag their tails and dance watching me do the prep. I bet. Hey, Mitty Mac, doing well. How about you? And there's a Sia.
Hiya, Sia.
A Sia.
Garcia is in the house.
Not Garcia. A Sia.
Oh. Well, forget it, Garcia.
You lose. I'm watching
Yeah,
Pelham's
you.
auction. Not much I'm interested in. Oh, well, that's too bad. That came from Denny. Denny Christensen, not the other Denny. Uh-oh. Denny, Xanadu, that sucks. I'm not
What?
buying tonight as I have water issues here again. Oh, man. I have water issues here every day, but oh, crap. I was going to show you all. Ed, how's your doctor Ted Lily doing?
I mean, it's growing fine, but it never flowered this year.
Oh, mine flowered
I know.
multiple times. It's flowering right now. I got to do something real quick. I know you're painting, but I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to post a picture on my Facebook, and then I'm going to share it. Lily's gone wild.
Maybe that's what I'll do.
Oh, I don't know how to word that. Well, that's good. We're going to do that. Then I'm going to hit post. And then I'm going to come over here to the old Facebook. And then I'm going to click on this here thing. And then I'm going to click on this here thing.
So, did you
And bring
ever say hi to Garcia?
Garcia. I didn't see him here.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, if he's here, hello, Garcia. Zach
I
is
think you're
here.
cool, Garcia. I'm just saying.
I think he's cool too. Oh, and he is here. Garcia Aquatics. Garcia Aquatics. Yeah. You're
It was
so
pretty
good.
good, actually.
Whip, I remember you telling me to keep streaming while I was out fishing, even though someone else was streaming. So you need to keep an alternative stream going for me tonight. Okay. Hey, Ross Baltimore, how you doing? Are you doing anything over there on the Pelham auction? Do you got anything going up? Because you're usually the one that I would buy from. You got the fishes I like, big and beefy. That oh man, I forgot the Placo name. The blue
Phantom?
phantom. Blue phantom
Yeah.
is still alive and kicking. I haven't killed it yet.
Nice.
When are you up, buddy? I can send people over there when it's your turn. Or did you already go? Faceberg. So let me try this here real quick. Real quick. We'll click on this. Oh, yeah, that's the stuff right there, baby. Let me come back over here and I share a screen. If I can remember how to do that. Share. Check that out, folks. That is
Oh my
that is
God, that looks amazing.
you probably can't see
Mine,
my maybe you can see it here. This is a flower. I don't get a lot of flowers, but this is a flower that has been coming up. He also sent me these plants here that aren't necessarily aquatic, but you can sink the roots in the water, but they have to grow outside the water. And then over here, I have some. He tried again with the water hyacinth, and I got two of them. One of them is doing very well. Usually that stuff dies within a week for me. So I got some stuff going on right there.
that is awesome,
But
man. Congratulations. Mine is like 1/4 or 1/3 of yours.
I mean,
My
it's
Lily.
crazy. I am so. I mean, that's 100-gallon tub. That's not even. It's not the great big one, but it's not like a 40 or anything. Hey, Sketty! Thought of you Friday, Whip. I picked up 3 Synodontis nigritas. Nigritas. Is that the big one? Oh, they're 6 inches long. That's not the one that Ed has. He's got the Gigantor or something like that. Yeah,
Uh
Denny, that's the 100-gallon tub.
yeah, I can't think of what
Hey,
mine's
Sleep,
called.
what's going
Start of
on,
the
buddy?
D. Oh no!
Oh no, my
I
brain
broke one
can't
of her
handle
little
2
things
streams
off.
at once.
Sorry. 2 screens or 2 screens?
Screens. Stephen P says he can't handle. His brain can't handle 2 streams at once.
I was gonna
Oh,
watch
because
his show last night, going to bed, because that's what I normally do, and
yeah,
I didn't. I
I didn't watch. I didn't watch YouTube for 3 days. Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I was completely off the grid.
I looked at it and I was gonna do it, and then I changed my mind and said I'm just gonna listen to Storms tonight.
And
I'll
Jeremy
listen to him
Plants is
on
going
a
to be
night.
picking up a 125 tomorrow.
Nice.
Now he's got to figure out what to put in it.
Dude, I really like these.
If I missed anything important, say it again, people. I'm trying to stay near the bottom just so I don't get so many Ricos behind.
I think I'm gonna do 5 balls on each cave. How many caves should I make?
And then he says, see what happens when Mother Nature cuts your awful water with rain? It makes it plant tolerable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Sketty says, now you know rain is the secret ingredient to toxic water. I might have to go bigger. If that thing makes it through the winter, if I, like he told me, Dr. Ted told me how to do it. Um, that doesn't mean I'll do it right, but he told me how to do it, how to
I
keep it
know.
over winter. And if it comes back next year, I might have to go even bigger than 100 because I mean it is cramped in there. It's like crawling up the sides and everything. I'm like, dang.
That is amazingly awesome, dude.
And
I
then
know
he also
I'm
said
really paranoid I'm gonna mess up.
mess up the get winterizing it.
Weathering. Yeah.
Yeah. Mary Oliver says my baby bettas are happy out of the bucket and back in their tank. Note to self: dirted tanks, plants, leave them or remove them, or good lord, leave them or remove them with ease so tank doesn't turn into a mud pie. That's why I don't really do planet or not planet, but dirt tanks at all. I have one that's got the stratum in there, but that's not really dirt, so I don't really count it. I mean, I kind of count it.
What type of plants is she doing?
She
Or
didn't
is she
say, but
pulling out?
yeah, she does not say, or at least not in that particular post.
I
And then
find that
Sketty says
owl
that
is pretty
Athea's whole
easy.
yard is amazing. Thanks, Mary. She said my tub is awesome.
It
And
is.
Seville Steve says, Ed, if you do 5 balls, only do 4 and give one to the guy that lost his.
Dude, that guy already has a kid.
Yeah, he doesn't need it anymore.
And now he's like 50. He did that when he was 20. So that was 30 years ago.
30 years ago. What kind of fish do I
Maybe.
got in there? I have I started off with rosy reds and they're still in there. I don't think I lost any. I mean, I wouldn't know if I did because I can't see in there anymore. But when I feed, I bought a dozen and I think they probably gave me 20 because it sure seems like there's a lot of them. And then Dr. Ted, when he resent the hyacinth and the plants that go in the gravel, off the on that hang on the back. He
Yeah.
also, that sneaky little fella, he sent me 5 platinum rice fish, which I believe are
That's
Medaka.
so
I don't
awesome.
know. I'm not 100% sure because I'm not a
I believe
rice
they are.
fish guy or anything, but they are actually very cool too when because they like to hang at the top and they're very white with like a blue tinge
Aren't
to
they
their back.
beautiful?
Yeah.
They're kind of like little koi, because they actually can see the like different color of their scales across their back, like how they've designed kois over all the years. You're
Yeah,
bred
yeah.
koi to, and I absolutely love the platinums. I think are the prettiest. And I mean, honestly, I haven't experienced them all, so I
Right.
don't know.
These are my first.
Like I've owned 2 rice fish. I've had the platinums and I've had the daisy rice fish. And the daisy rice fish just look good from the side, but
Oh,
the
okay.
platinums look amazing looking down. And then
Yeah.
Nancy B gave me some, but I think they all got devoured because I never saw a single fry.
Hmm. That's weird.
I know.
Asia says she has a 300-gallon, and it's a good size, but she wished she had gone 500. And I was looking at this round one, which is 9 feet across. It's I think it was 1,000 gallons from Tractor Supply, and they only wanted like $600 for it. which, I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's still, I mean, for something that big, for 1,000 gallons, ah,
Yeah.
if I had anywhere to put that at all, I'd definitely get that. But I don't know what I'd do with it. I don't really have a backyard for it, and I certainly wouldn't get it in the house. Now, Sketty says, ASEA, I keep eyeing the 900 and 1200. They came in green. Come in green. Mike says
Well,
the tub looks great. Thank you. Thank you.
when you move here to Tennessee, we could get you that 1,000-gallon one.
Yeah. Yeah.
We could even buy, there's lots of quarries all around, or places to buy rock. We could slightly bury it and then put rock around it and make it almost look like a pond.
You're right. That'd
I
be
mean,
cool.
I move like at the speed of a turtle, but I would still try and help.
The turtles move pretty quick when they need to. Steven
Well,
says,
okay, maybe
yeah, I got a 600-gallon tub this season, and it's awesome. Asian.
I just have those. I have 10 110 tubs that look just like that. The rubber tubs.
Yeah.
When I first bought them, they were $60. Now they're at, I think, 89.
Yeah, this was 100. I mean, I think it was pretty much $100. 100 for 100.
Oh my gosh. Well, like, I remember Rico and I, when I was buying them for, I think they were 79, they go up like $10 every year or something. We compared them to the ones in New York, and the
J-Rock.
New York ones were like $30 more, and it was the exact same thing
Yeah, it's
from
just
Tractor
crazy.
Supply. They shouldn't, I don't think it's fair to raise the price unless maybe they have like a higher minimum wage or something. I don't know.
Well,
Maybe that was it.
bigger cities charge more money. If you come into Chicago and try to buy something there opposed to something even here, which is a couple hundred miles away, you're probably looking at a $15 to $30 difference.
Crazy.
That's
Well, I
what I'm
like
talking
living in
about.
Podunkville.
I do too. I always say there's a road that goes north and south that's between me and Chicago. It's Illinois Route 47, and anything east of Route 47, it ain't worth going over there because there's just too many people. It's too peoply.
Now, where's Tater live?
He lives about 25 minutes from me, 20 to 25 minutes, depending on how fast you drive. He's in a little podunk town too.
That's awesome.
They were here for a long time, and then they moved out to be closer to her now ex-husband's work.
Now, did that have something to do with llamas?
No, that was Miles. He loved llamas. I don't know what that was all about.
Oh. I don't know why I thought the whole time he worked with llamas.
No. Her ex is a firefighter, and that's kind of what their son was going to do. But then he went into the army, and I think he's still going to try to do something along those lines. But now he's talking about maybe once his 4 years is up to go into uh, fire rescue for people trapped in forest fires. You know how they kind of have to parachute in or zip line down off the helicopter. He kind of wants to try that. We'll see. Plans change when you're that young all the time.
Maybe he could learn to be a helicopter pilot. They make really good money.
Oh my God, they make so much money. How many gallons is 6 feet deep by quarter acre?
Quarter
That
acre?
yeah, that requires math, and I am not doing it.
I've got a tank thing. Let's see. I've got a measuring device app on my phone that'll tell you how many gallons a fish tank is.
Yeah.
It's the aquarium volume thing.
You can go to Bulk Reef Supply and they got one there too.
This is bulk reef supply.
Yeah. I use theirs all the time.
Okay,
Mary
so
Oliver has a question to you, Ed. Sword plant. My tanks don't grow plants or the fish shred them. Don't mind if they eat them, but destroying them makes her angry. Angry face. But this
now I
tank is
understand.
actually growing them and them planned transplant them to other tanks. But that was directed at you, unless there's another Ed here. So I don't know if you had mentioned something along those lines, but there you go.
Well, that's awesome. I boy, I screwed up. I had this stupid well, I still have it. The stupid red devil. And after he pulled the eyes out of a fish, it really made me mad. And he messed the fish up and stuff. And I put him in jail and I put him in a 55-gallon tank by himself. And it had a giant Anubias. I mean, this thing was like this big. On one side, it was like growing it through the sponge filter. And that freaking fish in 1 week could totally rip that plant completely to shreds.
That's what they do.
And I was like, Anubias should be big and are thick and everything, but no, they're just
Nope.
jerks. I just don't, nothing personal. I just don't like cichlids.
They are not plant friendly, most of them. Sketty
Yeah, I
says
mean,
she
well,
has two 300 gallons because she can catch them on sale for $279 and free delivery. You have them delivered? That's nice.
wait, what'd she have? What'd she have?
Two 300-gallon tubs.
Two
So, yeah,
300-gallon tubs for how much?
she usually can catch them on sale for $279.
That's nice.
That's under $1 a gallon. That's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I got to get a tree cut down. We've got a giant tree that's just a monster, and the tree pruner dude that cut down my neighbor's trees said he would cut that one down for 3,000 and then the other two for 1,500. And he'd give us a discount on the other two because they're like half the size. And this one is getting so huge, we're afraid it's gonna like fall over and knock out our privacy fence okay, this sounds like I'm a rich guy, but I'm not. We have a pool house and it's more like a pool shed. It's like where we keep all the pool crap.
Right.
But we still don't want that to get destroyed because it's a brick shed, so it's a cute little house, you know. But I mean, it's not really a house, but you know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
we don't want this tree to fall and break it. And I used to be able to grow plants easier, and all my tubs were all on the far side of the yard. But now that tree's getting so big, I have to keep pulling the tubs farther away just to get sunlight. So, yeah. I wish I knew what it costs to normally have a tree cut down.
Yeah, and I can tell you what it costs up here, but that's probably massively different from what you
I
would
don't
be
think we
paying.
have enough guys down here that do it because we've had such a we've been trying to get it cut for like 2 years now. And just haven't had luck finding anybody. And my nephews, they wanted to do it for a little while. My nephew was working for the electric company, like cutting out shrubs and little trees that grow underneath the power lines because he was waiting to get promoted up into being trained to be a linesman. And they said if you start on like the bush clearing crew or whatever it was called. So he used to do
Right.
that one summer. And then my other nephew, he hangs off the side of skyscrapers and cleans the windows on, and he recocks them because you don't realize this, but those guys that hang off with the grappling hooks or grappling sets, they also have to recock the glass every couple of years so the glass doesn't fall out.
Yeah, I
And
believe
so
it.
that's what he does. But he has access to a giant cherry picker because, like at Christmas, Chattanooga hires him to make the giant Christmas tree that's like, I have no idea. It's just gigantic. It's just a giant Christmas tree of lights. It's not a real tree. But he hangs that for Chattanooga.
Uh-huh.
He also does one for another town here, Soddy Daisy. Oh, you've probably heard of Soddy Daisy.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Soddy Daisy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, sure have.
Well, but they were going to do it. They were just going to prune the top branches, but they kind of wussed out or got too busy.
Probably got too busy. And honestly, if you got a small job, they'd rather take the big jobs to make them big money, so the small jobs get pushed off. If it's anything
Well,
like up here.
these are just young men. You know, one's 20 and the other one's like 26, 27. And I think they just really enjoy their free time on the weekends.
Well, that's not going to make their business.
Well, they don't.
Denny, I don't know.
They work for other
maybe,
people.
Do you know what your dimensions are on your 110s, on your tubs? They're
No.
not 5 foot across, are they? They're probably closer to 4.
You want me to go measure it quick?
Nah, don't worry about that.
Hey,
Wally,
I've got them in the house. I've got some in the house. I've got 4 in the house set up.
All right.
Okay. I'll focus on Nico so you have something to look at.
Hi, Nico. $488,776,000. 488,776.5 gallons. It's what that is. And Jenny says Rubbermaid 300-gallon stock tank are a 289 at Ace Hardware here. So that's under a dollar a gallon too. So that's good. That fish would have been introduced to a frying pan. Ed, that was about a plant drifted tank. Doing well. And Anubia started, leaves now getting bushy. That really just makes me sad that I can't grow a damn plant. Other than the one that we're looking at right here.
Well, you will. When you come here, you'll be able to grow more plants than you can shake a stick at. It's not your fault.
Apparently, the key is to add rainwater.
Well, yeah, I think if you collect your own water, then you'd be not using all your crappy water from your well.
Right.
And it would be just like taking RO water, but it's from the sky because that it's going to be super soft water coming from the sky. That's why I add calcium to mine. Yeah, because we get so much rain. I fill the tubs up with the hose at the beginning of the year, and the rest of the year, I don't have to worry about it at all. I just drain water all year, summer long. And we've had to drain our pool now, I think 4 times.
Oh,
even
really?
The pool's been getting. Yeah, we just get so much rain. It's crazy.
I have not had to fill my tub either, but we don't get rain like you guys. But it did get a little bit low. Like from where I filled it, it probably dropped, and I don't know, 2 inches, maybe 2.5 inches, and then we got 3 days of rain, and it was up where I didn't have to drain it, but it was like, oh dang, I better start thinking about it because my fish are going to have the availability to jump out. Zach says,
Okay.
no thanks, terrified of anything over 20 feet up.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, now with not having any feeling in your right leg, it's really creepy for me to climb up anything. And it's like, even when I'm just standing there, if I stand in one spot too long, I start to like lose my balance. It's so weird. So I couldn't imagine being way up in the sky and then getting that falling feeling.
Mary Oliver says, Ed, what kind of trees? Certain trees and where located on your property, and if easy to get to with their equipment adds to cost. Yeah. Yeah,
These are very easy to
obviously
get to. They can
more
drive their
difficult
truck
is more
to
money.
them. My mom does not want them removed. She loves how beautiful they are, and they really are beautiful. And they're a good 20 feet from each other. But I don't know. The big one is almost like 8. No, I don't know. I get yelled at my dad. He measured it, but I mean, it would be as round as probably rounder than that pond tub. So it's probably 5 foot all, from side to side. It's a monster, and it's a walnut. It's a monster walnut, black walnut,
Yeah,
and
those are terrible trees.
they're what?
They're terrible trees. I mean, unless yours doesn't drop the walnuts like most of them do.
I don't think this one does. It's really strange. I don't.
If
Why
if
doesn't
it
it drop
doesn't, that's it.
walnuts?
Well, it could be a male, which is weird to think about. But some trees don't get the fruit, and then they're good. But man, 90% of them, you get
Well,
the black, nasty, greasy, freaking 1,000 walnuts dropping every year.
I'll yell at my dad right now and ask him for sure what it is.
I love being in my yard and planting. Just wondering about the summer heat in Florida and the damn frogs we get. Well, Denny, I mean, I know you're hot, but I'm pretty sure Zenny is going to do it or did do it. I think is going to do it next year. And Stephen P is doing it. She's in Texas. He's in uh, the hot state, Louisiana. Uh, if they can do it, you can do it. I mean, Zenny's temperature is like 197 degrees. You just gotta. You might have to set up a shade thing once in a while, or put it underneath an awning, like close to the house. I did not have to do that because Chicago can get hot, but it doesn't stay hot very often. Like I'll get a week of 95-degree weather, but then it usually drops off. Like right now it's 70. Night Owl, what's going on, bud? So what did you come up with a measurement? Do you remember? Oh, does he have his headphones on yet? No, he doesn't. That's the other thing to work out. We can get some serious. If you just drill some small holes in it, it'll drain out unless you're worried about losing fry. Like that's why Ed doesn't really do it that way because he doesn't want to lose fry out the drain holes.
I have pinholes, really small ones, but it rains like 3 inches sometimes in an hour. So I have to drain it still with a hose because it can't even drain from the pinholes.
Right, not fast enough
But
anyway.
okay, so the one that doesn't have walnuts isn't a walnut.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
maple. It's a maple, and that my dad said that's why it grows so fast and furious.
Yeah. Now, if it's there's two different kinds of maple. You got the sugar maples.
He said it's a sweet maple.
I don't know what that
Is there
means,
such
but
a must
you
be a
got
sugar, I would guess.
you got the silver maples, which are softwood that grow really fast. They're a weed basically, and then you got the hardwood maples, which are your Crimson Kings and your Sugar Maple and all those.
Yeah, I mean, this monster is, like I said, the base is bigger than that tub. Oh,
What was
and
it?
who
What was
wanted
the
me to
tub?
measure tubs? It was
Uh,
4 foot by 3 foot. And
okay.
that's kind of general because I used a yardstick and had to kind of
What
guess.
did I say, Louisiana, Stephen? I think I said Louisiana. I may have said it though. Texas and Louisiana. Beto, what's going on, pal?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, a minute there. I was
Hello.
like, oh, I don't know if you guys can hear me.
My cichlids, my tap water, once chloramine removed, pH is about 8.4. All other tanks use CChem 7.0. Natural regulator gets it to 7.4. I don't do anything to make anything different. They live in my water or they don't. That's it. So walnuts are
Okay,
like nerite snails. You just have to hope you get males so you don't deal with their reproductive trash. Basically, and I'm not even sure if that's a thing or not. It's something that, why, what is the old wives' tale? Sometimes people say things and it just kind of is accepted as truth, even though there's no truth to it. But there are sometimes walnuts that don't drop the walnut. So what else could it be?
yeah,
Summer tubbing
had
happens
me
so
some fun.
fast.
Oh, yeah, it did.
That's There's Salient Aquatics. Hello, Jesse.
What happened to this summer?
Came and went in a heartbeat, didn't it?
Too fast.
If you do cut it down and it is a walnut, that is worth some money.
We have
If they're straight. If they got to be straight though.
we got one real straight one over here, and then we've got one that we've already cut a lot on, and it's all by itself on this side of the house. So that one's not a problem. My nephew from Texas, he cut that one down, or cut most. You know what? There were two of them, and he cut one down and just turned it into one. So, because the two was just too much.
Right. So Zenny says, I'm building it into my front porch. So I only have to deal with morning sun, but it's still hot as F out here. So stocking is more limited. I wonder, that means you pretty much have to go tropical with your fish, right? If it's that hot, you can't go with native fish.
Well, there's native fish that live in that heat. I mean, there's native fish in Texas.
Yeah, but they get to go deeper than 18 inches or whatever. The heat's spread out over hundreds, if not thousands, of gallons instead of you know, 100-gallon
I
tub.
Oh, check this out. I was at Walmart buying their clay yesterday, and I found one terracotta color.
Hey,
I wish they had terracotta all at all the Walmarts. Maybe it was a return or something. Somebody ordered it online.
mine's 7 inches. What are we talking about? 7 inches. What were we talking about where that was relative? I'm surprised how well the
The depth.
shade cloth cut the heat. Shade cloth is the way to go. If you have no shade at all, I think that's what you were doing, wasn't it, Ed? Didn't you put up shade cloth? Was it last year or this year?
No, I use umbrellas, like
Oh,
picnic
umbrella.
umbrellas
Yeah, yeah.
and or beach umbrellas, and they're really pretty and they work amazing because I put them like 4 foot in between each tub. So it does get some direct sunlight, but yet it's still knocking out half its direct sunlight for the day. And it
Nice.
really works well. And they're pretty, you know. I got a red and a blue one. And next year I think I'm gonna buy a yellow one, so it's all the primary colors. And I got them on
Yeah.
Amazon. They're like $75.
Mary says the walnuts get those big green balls. Yep. And then when they hit the ground and that green layer peels off, it leaves this nasty black tar crap.
You know,
So if you're
we have
trying to
so
pick them
many
up, horrible.
we have so many deer and squirrels. Man, they just grab every walnut that hits the ground. Are the squirrels and the deer peeling them?
I think they just, like anything, that once it's off the tree, it it just kind of loses its integrity because they don't really do that up in the tree. It's not until they fall that that green rind comes off.
The
Hey, Ross Dingle,
the
what's
squirrels.
going on, buddy?
It's always funny to find. We find like walnuts in the craziest places. Like they'll put them like underneath a chair, underneath, in my backyard around the pool. They'll put a walnut back there to hide, and they don't necessarily bury them all. They just put them in corners.
Right.
Goofy things.
But no, I think I'm going to keep them for now. But if that changes, I'll let you know. You're close enough where we probably could hook up somewhere in the middle. Once they
What's that?
fall, he said that, hey, Whip, if he'd be interested in those rice fish if you're looking to rehome them. But there's only 5, and I think I put them out there too late for them to reproduce at this point because I mean they just went in a couple weeks ago, and mid August probably.
You should just put them in a bucket down in your basement, and then put them back out next year.
Right. I was thinking about picking up like a 40-gallon tub that kind of like what they're in, and just moving the fish I have outside in there. Maybe just throwing an air stone in, keep them
And
going.
put some not sponge, but a couple of mops in there, or the scraping mops. Where got one somewhere, but the ones that they rub their bodies off on, and or their eggs off onto the little briar things, and then just put it in a tank that doesn't have any fish in it, and you'll be like making them before you know it.
Here, I'll turn it off, Beto. His name is Chattanooga Ed, and it should be up there on the. If I would learn to take the comment off, he'd be able to see it. In fact, I can even do this. We've seen my tub long enough now. I can do that and make him bigger.
I made the female. Oops. I made the female. It's still upstairs. So next week, I'm going to be sanding those off on the porch for the
Sanding them off.
clash. Yep, sanding them off.
And then Ross Dingle is doing Sunday morning coffee. So he's clearly on the other side of the pond.
Dingle,
These
you're
are
not
things,
Dingleberry, are you?
Ross Dingle.
Well, were you Dingleberry in our fantasy football draft league? Our fantasy football league? Probably a different Dingle.
Ed Nuga is Ed Chattanooga Ed. So same guy. One and the same.
Somebody trying to figure out who I am.
He's way down south. He's in Australia. Yeah, I know you guys say where you're at all the time, but my brain just doesn't retain that information, unfortunately. Like even Beto, I'm not sure where Beto lives other than he's nearby. I know because he's obviously Great Lakes, so he's got to be right around in here somewhere. But I don't know if you're in Chicago or Indiana. Hell, you could be as far away as New York.
I wonder if Dingle could have been like Blake, because Blake played football with us that first year.
Oh yeah,
Blackie
so you
and
are okay. You're way closer to me than.
maybe Dingle is like an Aussie thing.
Well, no, that's a different one.
Were you thinking Dingo?
Yeah, that's a whole different critter. Yeah, dingleberries for us. That's something you get if you're not good at the aftercare when you go potty. Trying to keep it as PG as I can here. Mary says Saturday night beers here. Speaking of which, didn't grab anything because I'm a knucklehead. There you go. Mary knows what I'm talking about. Speaking of dingleberries, where's Brandon? He's probably actually I don't know if he does the auction with Jeff Pelham or not. He may not. I don't know how thin he can spread himself. He usually does skippers. And I would imagine he can't do both just because unless you got a crap ton of fish. Like Ross Baltimore, who apparently has enough fish to do both.
That's cool. Ross has got some beautiful cichlids.
He does.
Oh, look at this. This one has a different color. It has an orange sponge in it instead of a blue sponge.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. It's like an albino bio ball.
Same package?
Yeah. I didn't I forgot to tell Oinky that I was on your show tonight.
Well, she would know if she was here.
I know, and she's not.
Mary says,
But
"Whip
now
will
if
grab
I
some of your favorite water with you, or some water with your favorite additive." We'll wait, and Ed can chat with us until you give turn. I might take you up on that.
It's
Oh
totally fine. Am I live or is he live?
no!
Because he's like just frozen, and then I look at this screen and it's frozen.
I'm not.
Oh,
frozen.
now you're scratching.
Did everybody see this?
Oh no!
Mama Susan, it looks like she's in the hospital.
That's not good. I was thinking about her today. Because Alabama lost in college football. And I was wondering, I was thinking to myself, I wonder if Susan likes Auburn or Alabama.
What are the choices?
I don't know. Auburn and Alabama are there two big universities in Alabama. Alabama is like, or it used to be the best college football team in the world.
Yeah.
So I would watch them just to see if they would lose, because that's how much I hate them. Nothing
They're my
personal from
favorite.
everybody from Alabama.
They're my favorite college team. I lie. Iowa
Oh,
Hawkeyes all the way.
oh yeah, you like the Iowa
Yep.
Hawkeyes?
Yep.
I could have been a Hawkeye, but they wanted me to pay out of state tuition, and I said forget
Yep.
it. But yeah, they wanted me as an offensive lineman. Well,
And
they
then I
didn't really
watched.
want me.
I've been hit in
If
the
they
head so
wanted
many
me,
times. I always forget what we were. That's bad, right? To forget your mascot.
what school?
We were the we. I think we were the War Eagles or the War Hawks. It was University of Wisconsin Whitewater. It was a war bird. I don't remember which one.
My school didn't have a football team, and we were the Flying Dutchmen. I mean, what a terrible,
That's not good.
terrible. No. Yeah.
What an insult to all the Dutchmen.
Yeah. Well, but I almost went to Northwestern too. Northwestern was the only big school that offered me a scholarship. And
Why didn't you
my
go there?
senior year, okay, the real reason I didn't go there was they said I couldn't take my car my freshman year. Isn't that terrible?
That's a
They
horrible
said
reason not to go.
freshmen can't have cars. And I was like, I don't want to go to this school. And I even went there for the weekend, like to hang out with the team. Hang on, there's an ant crawling on my wall, and I got to kill it because it's driving me nuts. Okay, I got the ant. But
War Hawks. They were the War Hawks. I don't know why that won't stick in my head, but it just won't. I played for 2 years out there, and I still can't remember the name of the damn mascot.
well, Northwestern had me hang out with the offensive linemen for the weekend, and they also like ate with the kickers. So it's like the kickers and the offensive linemen all hang out. And it was the first time I ever ate pita pockets. You know what a pita pocket sandwich is?
Yep.
Well, this was 92. So the pita pockets were like a new thing to me. And they brought out this platter of like 500 pita pockets, and all the offensive linemen were like, devour. The only guy that I was able to eat, because they were like, try to eat as many as you can, Ed. I could only eat like 5. And the only guy I out ate was the kicker. He ate like 1. He was like a little twerpy guy with the guys.
Now, when we were eating those, that was usually what we used for like gyros and stuff. Was
Yeah,
the pita pot.
these were just like filled with some type of fried beef and tomatoes. They were like heroes, but I don't think they had sheep or lamb in them.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
maybe they did. I don't know. I just don't think it was that fancy. They were good. I mean, I give them that. Did you have those in college?
I don't remember them being in college. See, I'm a couple years older than you, so I was eating them in the 80s, and that was at home. Like my mom would do them at home.
Yeah, you see, we would do them at home, but we folded it like a taco. This was like a pita cut,
Yeah,
and
you
they
cut them in
stuff
half.
in it.
Yeah, and then they open up
And
like a taco, but not really. Yeah.
that was the first time I was ever exposed to that, was up there at Northwestern. And I mean, Northwestern is a beautiful campus too. But
You know what, too,
seriously,
is
it was
Northwestern
the cars.
wasn't that far from my house. So, when you were
We
looking
could
to
have
go to
been best
college, that
friends.
was right. It could have been.
That would have been
But
awesome.
no, you didn't go because you couldn't have your car,
I could
which
have
is a
kept my car
rule
at
for
your house.
most freshmen. Yeah, right. Other than the real
Uh,
small schools, I think that's a standard rule that freshmen and even sometimes sophomores can't have cars because otherwise there's just too many cars in the for the lots that they have available.
Mizzou didn't even talk to me. I talked to their
Ooh.
coaches, Mizzou,
Oh,
and they were
Mizzou.
like, I was like, "Hey, do you want to see my game film?" And they're like, "No, we know who you are." And they said, "If you want to come in," and it was like some day that all the walk-on family kids or whatever, walk-ons would come like all on one weekend. So they weren't even interested in me to give me a special tour or anything. And it was like, yeah, I don't think I want to be a Mizzou guy. But basically, because my dad worked in Missouri and paid income tax in Missouri, but then I lived in Illinois and went to school there. Those were my two home states that I could go to, that I didn't have to pay out of state tuition.
Oh, okay.
So that's why, like, the Hawkeyes sent me a little brochure and stuff, but they wanted me to be a walk on at first to see if I could make a scholarship. They weren't going to give me a scholarship right out.
Right.
And I can't afford to do that. Well, I just refused to get a student loan.
Right. Which is smart because my daughter did it and she's still paying.
Yep. I went on full scholarships, never paid anything for
Hey,
school. So that was
Sideshow.
good.
And I'm going to run upstairs real quick and grab something to drink.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I guess I should come over here and see what's going on. There's Mary Oliver. How are you doing, Mary? Where's Nico? Nico is right here, sleeping in his bed. He kind of looked at me when I turned his thing. I think he heard me say his name. But he's a good boy. He was up sitting at the front when Whip first started the stream, but I don't know if he was there by the time we hit live. I think he may have already decided to take his nap. He loves napping next to me if he's not bothering me. And let's see. Mary Oliver says, Whip Google Warhawk mascot. Oh, okay. Well, I'll make sure he does that. And let's see what else is going on today. I still have to pick up the Colombian Tetras for this tank. I haven't pulled the inlers out. So I need to set up a tank. I think I have a tank in the fish room that's empty that I can put them in. It's got a lot of plants and it's got a whole bunch of kabumba at the top that I'll put them in. And then from there, I just got to put the Tetras in and we'll be good to go. I already paid for them. They're just sitting at Rob's shop. And Mary wants you to check out the Ace Warhawks.
Yep.
Or Google
See,
the Warhawks.
when I did it, I got Willie Warhawk. So
That's
I don't
Willie.
know. Willie. See, I'll show you. This will go faster now that I remembered how to do it.
Is this your school?
This is where I went to school. I played 1 year. Willie Warhawk right there. There he is.
Wow. Did he hold pistols back in the day? Or is that now?
This is probably right now.
I'm
There's no
surprised that
pistols.
they would.
There's no pistols. That's just his.
Oh, just his hands. I thought he was
Yeah.
holding 2 pistols, and I'm like, holy crap. Oh, good. I need to make 2 more skulls.
Dang, Ed keeping Whip on track. So,
I'm trying.
what did we get for fish recently? Have you got anything recently? I caught a little bit of what you were saying there, but I couldn't tell if that
Well,
was something you just did or.
I think I bought them last week, but I asked him to keep them because I have to get these fish out, and I didn't want him to eat all these fish. But I want a bigger fish that people can see swimming back and forth. I mean, you can actually see the endlers right now swimming back and forth. Kind of.
Yeah, I
But
definitely can see
normally,
them.
a lot of
You can
times
see
you can't
mine
see them.
swimming back and forth too.
Yeah. But
But
yours are
those aren't
big.
endless. Yeah,
So
they're not small. They're at least 6 inches.
I also got a algae growing here I need to work on. Let's see. Oh boy, I see lots of babies. I may just see what babies I can catch and what babies will survive.
Whip, you might know my
Have-
mom. Pretty sure she went to Whitewater. If she's of a certain age, it's entirely possible
Uh-oh.
I know your mom.
Well, Whip
And
was
if
like the
you're
Don Juan of Whitewater.
if you're of a certain age, I probably should know you too. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Are you 6'6"? I was
Healy.
really hoping Whip
She was a
like
Healy.
videotaped his grandson in the graduation thing. And as they're all marching by, there was like one guy who was like 7 foot tall in the back. And he was real goofy looking. And I was really hoping that was yours. You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, because they were always together. Every time, that's how I found my grandkid, is because he was always standing next to that guy. He's
Oh,
a
they're
big man.
friends?
I don't know if they're friends, but they were always together. Might have been battle buddies. I'm not sure.
That's awesome.
All right, now now I look like my old man. Okay. There we go. I
So
locked up for a
does
second.
that mean Sideshow has long hair and a beard?
Whip Ace Warhawk is University of Louisiana. My bad, missed your school you played for, but he cool. Yeah, you asked me what it was tomorrow, and I will probably forget again because it will not stand my brain. Too many
It's
blows to the
insane.
head.
Well, I know that feeling. You know, I used to be able to remember like individual classes in high school, like literally the lectures in high school. And when I got into college, I started playing club hockey instead. I just gave up football. And I got so many concussions because I would, and it wasn't people hitting me. I would try to hit somebody, but they were too fast and they'd get out of the way. And my head would hit the glass, the boards.
Yeah.
And I know I had to have given myself concussions because there were like total periods that I can't remember anything, like any of the classes that I took or anything.
Dude, I can't. The 80s are a blur to me. I cannot hardly remember anything. I mean, my sister says, "Do you remember that time?" I'm like, "No, I don't." Unfortunately. So, but back in the day, we just said we rang our bell. Remember? All I got is bell
You
rung.
I did nothing. I did it to myself.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Well, that's like
Darn it, I
soccer
missed.
players, right? Soccer players give themselves concussions all the time, headbutting the ball.
You know,
Uh,
I played soccer also. I played football during football season, and then I played soccer, indoor soccer when I was a kid, and spring soccer. And that helped me so much when I started playing hockey
for
because
endurance wise,
soccer and hockey are so much the same where the angles, to cut the puck down or the offensive men to get to the goal, it's the same angles. And I play defense on both. And
nice.
it really helped so much. It's really bizarre. I like
Danny,
to
thank
give
you
hockey a
very
hard
much.
time. I mean, soccer, but
You and Uncle Smiley,
oh my
man,
gosh.
you guys are just too good to me. Like
That's
90% of
awesome.
my members are because of these two guys, Denny and Uncle Smiley.
That's super cool.
Which
Well, you
reminds
deserve
me,
it.
YouTube sent me a thing that I have to set up my account so they can pay me. I'm like, that's so weird to say out loud that they're going to pay me to do this.
Wow. You need to set that up. Of course, if you set it up right before Christmas, then they'll give you all the money you've earned right before Christmas, and then you can buy gifts for everybody.
Hey, there you go. No, I promised, and I will keep that promise that every penny that comes in to this channel will go back into this channel. Whether I buy a fish
That's
tank
awesome.
or a fish or buy memberships for other people, that's all going to come out of here.
Yeah, well, all my memberships that I have all over the place probably really does cut into my profit that I do make. But I buy a lot of crafts. I probably spend more on crafts than what I get. But I originally set it up to help pay for Nico's medicine, his flea medicine. Because I got to pay $600 a year for his flea medicine because he's allergic to the normal flea stuff. And I was like, uh, it took me like 2 years before I ever set up memberships. And Rico just kept pushing me to do it. And finally, when I had to pay for Nico's medicine, it was like, well, maybe I can hook up set it up like that. So that was kind of my motivation to doing it.
Right.
But it's awesome to help just everything you get put right back into the channel. That's what Lefty does. Everything he gets, he gives away so much stuff on the Lefty shows. It's
So
cool.
today, Denny gave a membership to Audra Meyer, Spinster Sister, Wally's Freshwater Aquatics, Warren Venter, Garcia Aquatics, yeah, and D Wiz. And then earlier, it's not going to let me go back. Maybe if I do, no, it won't let me.
Now I noticed
I'll have to
you
go
don't
back
have
after the stream and see who Uncle Smiley's went to.
you've got how you have like a blue star there for memberships. Let's see if
Yeah,
it's
there's
like
two
different.
levels. There's two levels. There's one that's on the upper echelon, and you don't get anything more for picking the upper one. So just go with the low one.
Well, well, see that star that's blue?
Yep.
You can change it so like every month it changes color, so people that have been there longer get different tags. And
I don't know
I
how to
need to
do
get
that
like
though.
I know. I was trying to figure it out last Thursday before my show for like an hour with Kenny, who never did it on his, so he didn't have a clue on how to help me. But I couldn't figure it out. And I wanted to add a 3-year badge. I never thought I'd get to 3 years.
Whip, you are the channel. Don't use this for beer money. You degenerate. No, that comes out of a whole different account called my wife. She buys me beer.
What a good wife.
And vodka.
Boy, you did a really good job when you found her.
You damn right I did. She's a good woman.
I told her that when we were around the campfire. I said, you're an awfully good wife, aren't you? Because for putting up with you sitting there all day long and having fun. And she says, yes, I am. She said something like that.
Yeah, that sounds like her. So
Too funny.
I need to move. I quarantine way too long. Like way too long. Like every one of my quarantine tanks is full. And it's been full. Like I have um, the lemon cichlids that I bought damn near a year ago still in the quarantine tank. And I want to put them back over here in the African tank, but I'm a little bit nervous that they might get picked off. Because, like most Tankanyikan fish, they are exceptionally slow growers.
Well, I am the same way. Most of my tanks are species only. So I don't have to quarantine a lot of times because I like to put them directly into an empty tank. But when I know that they're going to go into another tank, I'm totally the exact same way. I overdo the quarantine. Like, well, okay, my rainbows, I got them in a 75 gallon, and I'm considering it more of a grow out tank than a quarantine tank. And they're finally big enough to go into the 200. So I'm going to put them in there, and then I'm going to get a bunch of Congo tetras. And you guys that have had Congo tetras, are they a fast growing fish? Because when you get them at the store, they're always going to be young. So I was going to grow them out because it's got to be big enough that Synodontis doesn't eat them. The Synodontis, he's about 12 inches, 13 inches, 14. He's about that big, but his mouth really isn't very big. It's about the size of maybe my finger. He has
Yeah.
kind of a small mouth.
See, I have Frontosa, and Frontosas have giant mouths.
Yeah.
That's what makes me nervous. But they're not overly aggressive cichlids, so
I have to grow them out.
Mary says, "Whip, could you please let your wife know I also like beer?" Zenny says, "Go to supportgoogle.com, blah blah blah, where it says channel membership perks, and it shows you about custom emojis and such." So I will have to check that out when I'm not on StreamYard so I can click that link and see where that takes me.
Wait a minute. I can go there because I don't need to be in. Well, let me give you a thumb. Right now, you have 5 likes. Now you have 6. If you guys go and give them a thumbs up, what did Zen say to go to?
It's a link. It's support.google.com/YouTube/answer/a bunch of numbers. So you'd have to go on YouTube instead of StreamYard, and I bet you can click on that link.
Well, I'm on YouTube over. Oh, she set up a link. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's a whole lot of words and stuff here.
Mary says, Whip, me getting a Whip's World membership is like Whip getting a KG Tropicals membership. Just ain't happening. Yeah, there's
Aw.
some channels that just they don't work with you. Seville Steve says, Whip, how big are the lemon cichlids and how big are the Africans? The lemons are probably 2 to 2.5 inches that are in here, the grow out / quarantine. There's also 3 of them in this tank. You can see one right there and another one right there. And those are probably closer to 3.5, maybe closer to 4. And then I got a frontosa who's just coming out from behind. That's my biggest one right there. And he is probably 5 inches. But, you know, they have a mouth. They can open up their mouth like a, it's huge. I might just try it anyway, because these little guys here, these, what do they call them? Is it thread fin or feather fin that go in?
Yours are the feather fins.
Feather
Yours are the
fin.
feathers.
I got several feather fin in here that are small, and my one lone surviving daffodil. I had a heater malfunction while they were in quarantine, and I killed 7 out of 8 of them. And I didn't think he was going to make it, to be honest with you. He was looking sad for a little while.
There is a cichlid that's a thread fin, but it's a thread fin acara, and they get big.
And that's not African, right? That's more South American.
Yeah, they're South Americans. They used to think they were geophagus, but they're not. I had those guys, and they bred, and then the female started to eat the eggs on the rock because I put a rock in there, and they laid all their eggs on their rock, and they were watching them, and then the female started eating them, and the male killed the female.
Hey,
he didn't put up with it.
Here.
Hi there.
Google, the Google page for YouTube support info regarding your question. Yes.
I got it. Thank you, Zen. It said that there's a badge for 3, 4, and 5 years right now. So they probably haven't had memberships for longer than that on Google. I mean, on YouTube. But, and it said the stuff I already knew, but I don't know if it says how to do it. So I'm going to download a new photo and make it. I wish I would have just made a 3-year one when I was doing it. But, you know, hindsight. I also need to change my emojis up. I need to add a whip face to my emojis.
Yeah, you do.
I'm sorry, Whip. I was going to check to see what ones I don't even know if I have a skipper emoji.
Yeah, I don't think you do. I think you have a Rico and you have your kitty cats.
I have Rico, but I also have my head. I have James's head. And James and I haven't made a video together in like 2 years. But I also have a Kenny E head.
Kenny E?
Kenny E and I used to be on streams together all the time.
Mary Oliver says, at Whip, can you do a walk around and show your tanks, or your Wi-Fi won't allow it? I could. They are disgusting at the moment. I wasn't home for a couple days, and the algae, I have horrible algae here. I can't grow a plant to save my life, but I can grow the crap out of algae. I mean, if I don't do maintenance for a week, it's like I haven't done it in a year. It's just stupid.
Well, that's because you've got no plants. So how long do you keep your lights on?
Half the room is on from 2 o'clock to 10 o'clock. 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 10 o'clock at night,
8 hours.
and the other half is 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock.
You ought to just do. Are the ones that are on for 8 hours have worse algae than the ones that are on for 5?
No, actually, the ones that are on shorter, like my 210, I've had an algae issue in there forever. I just keep shortening up the time for when the lights come on, and it doesn't seem to do make any difference. And I know I do
And you don't.
overfeed that tank because of the catfish that they hide until the lights go off. So I don't want the other fish just eating everything and they get nothing.
Sure.
But I only feed once every 2 days, like every other day. So I don't know. Seville Steve says if the Frontosa haven't eaten the lemons in the tank, then I don't think he will bother the other lemons. Well, they're like half the size, so that's the difference.
Have you ever tried algicide?
No, I don't do chemicals all that often, period. So I could try it and see what happens, but you're not really fixing the problem. You just kind of treating it.
Well, I mean, I've never used it, but I have some bottles that people have given me over the years. I'd be more than happy to bring one to the Clash if I remember.
That was a freaky movie, huh, Beto?
What movie?
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell. Was that the one with
Scarlett Johansson?
Black Widow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she was in another one. She was in another one that was even weirder or more weird. I'm like, weirder is a word.
Is that the one that she's a computer program?
Yeah, like she's just can all of a sudden she just as the movie goes along, she gets more and more weird powers.
That was a weird one too. But I watched it.
Almost at 6 years on SteamFont, and some are further than me, so that's odd. Maybe they just capped at 5.
I don't know what that means.
What is she talking? She's talking about memberships, but I don't know if somebody asked her a question or what.
Oh, no, she's responding to what I said like an hour ago.
Oh.
Let's see. It says 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year. And she's been there for 6 years, so they haven't made a 6 years yet. But I bet you they do. Zen, don't give up on Bob. He's worth sticking around for.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't like him at first because he says like half the stuff he hates is stuff I like. Like he hates Oscars and he hates canisters and he hates, this and he hates that. And I'm like, well, this guy is not for me. But the longer I kept watching anyway. And the more I watch, the more I'm like, this guy's freaking great. And now he's got Chelsea, who's just like a female version of him. So it makes it doubly fun.
Yeah, he used to be on James's show all the time. James used to invite him on a lot, and we were pretty good friends. I've never invited him on mine. I don't know if you'd want to be.
He's too big time for me.
Well, he's probably too big time for me.
That's not true.
I bet you
he
would still do
but it's just I never really.
He's always been so nice. Every time I've texted him, he texts me right back.
Oh yeah.
But I haven't talked to him in a long time, and I really should.
Side says, Whip, if you're poorer, you can buy shittier lights. Dude, I have so many different varieties of lights in this basement. I've got no light. I've got shop lights. I've got the Haiger, cheap ass light. I've got the aquarium co-op light. I've got
I wish I
fluorescent
would have got
bulbs
aquarium
down
co-op
here.
light.
Well, between you and me, I did not buy them. They were gifted to me by Ben Ochart.
Oh, that's
When I
awesome.
went, I'm like, he had like 6 or 7 of them, and he's like, I can't use all these. Do you want a couple? And I'm like, hell yeah.
Well, see, Corey's so nice. I could have asked for one. I never did, and I wish I would have to try it out. And I just never got around to it. And darn it,
Yeah, right.
I wish
Because
I
now
would
you
have.
can't. Yeah, now they're gone.
I do. I guess I do own one aquarium co-op light because I did buy his original Fluval 3.0 or whatever when that first came out.
Yep.
He had this deal where he was trying to get rid of everything in his warehouse because he had to pay taxes on it twice where he lives in Washington. And I got it on a great deal years ago. And it
Algaecider's
was
bogus.
actually it's on my first planted tank. That was before I was doing YouTube, I think. Maybe it's a 2.0. Still does good, still running.
I've got the 3.0 over here. I've got Stingray, Finex Stingrays. I mean, I've got so many different kinds of lights. Don't care about algae. Want to see the fish. I grow algae easily. My Rusties have no fish food and go around and rip the algae off the rocks. That's awesome. Hello, George RB3. How are you doing today, sir?
Hi, George.
I thought the same thing, but he's an equal opportunity. Exactly. I think that's what I love about him now. I mean, I've kind of come full circle where he's one of my favorite YouTubers now because he has no fear about saying what his opinion, which is nice. It's refreshing, to be honest with you, because most people are so they tap dance around everything.
Bob used to have a second channel that he played video games on. And he would play that Fortnite. And I used to love watching him play Fortnite because it was so funny because I could just like rip him the whole time. And there was like only 25 people on there, but it was like I was always teasing him. I'm glad he never asked me to play because I don't know how.
I think I made Stephen P. uncomfortable. His comment was,
Well, I've never got to meet Bob Steamfot in real life.
I haven't either. I thought I was going to have a shot here because he said he was going to come to Madison to the what was that? The Cataclysm, I think it was called. And then he did so. But I got to meet Kenny E for the first time.
That's awesome. I was looking forward to meeting him at that one Aquashella he went to, and then that whole COVID thing happened. And I had to turn around and drive back.
Zenny, I did ask him, and he never replied. But then he said on the show, which you may or may not have caught, because it's a month or so ago, maybe 2 months. Time gets away from me. It might have been 2 months ago. He goes, "Oh, Whip, I did see where you asked me to come on your show, and I never did reply." And I'm like, "Nope, you never did, and you still haven't."
Well, he's such a busy guy too.
I've asked several of the bigger YouTubers, and they've all agreed to come on. It's just a matter of when. 'Cause that'll have to be an afternoon show. I can't ask them to come on at, for most of them, it's what 10:30 by you when we go on. Like right now, it's 10:30, 10:47 by you, right?
It's 10:30. No, 10:48.
Yeah. So I mean that's too late for most of these guys, but we'll see. Because I do. I mean, I don't mind going there in the afternoon, but
On your very first episode ever, I tried to get John, but he was out of town. I think he was in Chicago or something for his kids' Navy or something.
oh
Did
yeah,
he have
yeah,
a
yeah,
kid?
yeah, yeah.
And I was trying to get John to come on for your very first one ever. Check it out. That's what my skulls look like right now.
Looking good.
Yeah, they're going to be fun. I'm all done making them. I'll have one. Well, let's see. I don't know how many I'm going to have. I thought I made 5 of each. 1, 2, 3. Here, talk
What-
while I count, because I can't
What's a
count
what?
and not talk.
What's a little Sadie? Imagine when little Sadie gets older. Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm an idiot. Yes, can you imagine with those as her mom and dad? That's gonna be awesome. No
I'm going to
filter.
make 6.
Tell you exactly what she wants or what she's thinking. Everybody wants to know what you're thinking and they tell you what they're thinking and then they're offended. Did they stop selling? Yes, because I can't remember if the cost outweighed the profit, or I think it had something to do with the manufacturer wanted to go big time, like big systems, and just weren't making enough money on the co-op lights. I think is what happened, if I remember the
I don't
story
remember.
correctly. I'm pretty sure that was
I
it.
don't. They were, I thought, supposed to be a pretty freaking awesome light, because, I mean, he was even talking about how he wanted to see if they were bulletproof, and I thought about telling him, well, send me one and I'll shoot it.
Yeah. Sideshow says as large as Bob Ochart. It's Ben, but that's okay. Ben Ochart is. He seems like a genuine dude. 5 out of 5 would
Oh.
blaze one with him. That man, I'm
Ben is
telling you what,
amazing.
I have met him. I've been to his house twice, and I've met him at different events. And that guy is salt of the earth. I mean, he is just a really, really good dude. I mean, obviously, people can put on a front, but I don't think he is. I think that he is what you see.
And he's like professional. He's
Yeah.
like a super nice, super professional guy. I mean, the first time I ever met him, I was with Fishy Biz, because we're both from St. Louis originally. I'm originally from St. Louis. And so we were hanging out, and he says, oh, look, Ben Ochart. And we were in Orlando. And we both run down there, and Ben is on a live stream, and we didn't even realize he's on a live stream. And we crash it. And he goes, whoa, because we're both like a lot bit taller than him.
Yes.
And he was so nice to us, because, we're just 2 schmuck guys. And he was like super nice. And then like another Aquashella later, I got hired by Aquashella, and I was like the camera, or not the guy, the producer, kind of like if you watched Frasier, I was the Ross. And I didn't have to ask him anything. He was the most professional interview I ever had, ever. And I mean, I've literally interviewed everybody for Aquashella, and he was amazing. And normally all the other YouTubers have to ask, like we tell them you can ask 2 friends to come up with you. He did the whole thing. He had a whole show. He was amazing. And Ben is so nice. So yeah, but he's always professional too. He's not like ever gonna
Right.
tell you a
I
dirty
mean,
joke.
when you're modding for him, I mean, he expects you to be watching for people coming in hot. You know what I mean? He when he says this is a family show, he, unlike a lot of people, like I try not to curse and all that stuff while I'm on because you never know when there's a little kid watching. Um, and I don't want to scare anybody off, but I mean that dude. I would trust him with my kids for sure. Watching TV. I mean, because I mean he's always super cool about everything, and he never has anything bad to say about anybody either. Even when he's talking bad
He's
about a
so nice.
product that didn't work out for him, he's still cool about it. He's like, well, what? I'm like, that's cool. I
Yeah.
love people like that. I wish I was more like that. Hey, Jenna P.
Stephen P and Jenna P are also like normal people too.
Yeah, but Steven will let you have it. No, I
Steven's
was
always been
given.
super nice.
Was it last year, Steven? I think it was last year. I was like, yeah, Steven, yeah, he seems like a nice guy, but he knocked me down and stepped in my throat.
That's funny.
Most of the big streamers, I think, would say yes, but probably don't get asked a lot. Yeah, like I've asked John, he said yes. I asked Jason, he said yes. I asked Ben, he said yes. I asked Bob. I believe he said he would, but he hadn't replied officially, so I don't know what his schedule looks like. Um, and I just haven't followed through with it because, you know, what would you say? The last 2 months, my live streaming has been really chaotic. Even Aquarium Domain Jeremy, he's like, "Is your goal to just confuse your subs so that they never know when you're on?"
Yeah.
And I'm
Well,
like,
Jeremy's a
"Oh well, it sure
professional.
seems that way."
Jeremy is a professional.
Yes, he's another one.
And
And he's another one that
yeah.
doesn't say anything negative, really. Even when negative crap happens, he's very professional about it. And he's not calling people dirt bags or telling them where they can go. Hey Joe, what's going on, buddy?
Yep, that's funny. But he's a really good guy.
Holy crap, Joe! Come on now, don't be. I ain't KG Tropicals. Don't be dropping those.
Let me go and see what happened.
He said he gave me a 19.99 super chat.
Oh
Thank
my
you very
god.
much, sir. Tired of
That's
gifting
super
memberships,
awesome.
but I don't have that option. Same on Primetime Live too. Tried gifting memberships, but I don't have that. Really? That's weird.
Yep, what Jenna just said is so true.
What did Jenna say?
She said a lot of people equivalent streamers to, or oh no, I thought you just popped it. Streaming to a level of celebrity, and it's not true. We're just all just normal people, and that is so true. I mean, Whip and I are definitely not celebrities,
No, for
but
sure.
I mean, the gigantic guys that have like 1 million subs are still pretty nice guys. And well, some of them.
Yeah, I'd say most of them are. All right. I mean,
The biggest
you can
guy
you
is
can like
really
them or
nice,
not.
but he also the
Who?
biggest the biggest guy is can be really nice, but he can be kind of crazy.
I don't. He rubs me the wrong way. And I'm not gonna.
And we're not here to do that.
No, but
We're just going to be positive, so we're not going to talk about that. Sorry.
yeah. So, but like whether you like him or not, Big Rich, he's a good dude.
Oh, he
He's
wasn't referring
he
to
give
the
it.
biggest by
I know who you're
size.
talking. I know who you're talking about.
Okay.
But like on the level that I know, like obviously KG Tropicals is probably the biggest channel that I associate with. I know Aquarium Co-op is bigger, but Corey and I've never really. We're fine. I mean, I don't like dislike him or anything, and I don't. I know he knows who I am. Who I am. He doesn't know me at all. but like he's referenced me a couple different times when I'm in the same stream as him. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I'm just saying, I don't.
I like Corey. I like Corey.
We
a
don't
lot.
cross paths, is what I'm saying. I don't watch
like
his
Corey a lot.
lives most of the time. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how he does it. Because on KG Tropicals, now granted they are half the size, but that chat is going fast enough where I'm like, I miss 30% of what's going on in the chat. Corey's
Well, they hit
chat
the slow button.
is so fast. I'm like, I don't even know how he keeps up with that crap.
Yep.
I can gift on
Crazy.
KG Tropicals, not here, not on prime time. Yes, iPhone I use.
I have
Joe,
no
is
idea.
that is really where it is? There is it on every channel? That's he was answering that. That is
You ought to
weird.
try on mine just to see what happens. I'm just teasing. That was so terrible. Please forgive me.
Flawed. Normal people with feelings, no, with feelings and shit. I mean, honestly, I really haven't met too many people I really don't like. There's one dude. There's one guy that, and it wasn't even directed at me. It was directed at Rico on a live stream that I happened to catch, and I'm like, I'm done with you because I mean he was saying some pretty nasty things. And I said,
Yeah,
okay.
the trolls aren't fun.
No, and he was. I mean, he's not a troll. He just doesn't like Rico for whatever reason. And I mean, I know why he doesn't like him, but he's wrong. But his reasoning is wrong. You know, but he's not the only person I've ever heard that from either. Where it was the whole, you know, doing the Christmas Fish Fam Christmas, you know, trying to make money for himself, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
I know. People can't understand that somebody just wants to be nice, and
That's because nobody is anymore, so it confuses people. But people like Jenna and Steven and Zenny and who else is involved? Uh, Foxy. You're not going to meet anybody nicer than Foxy and Pep. You know, all those people that are doing that who have kind of taken the reins of Fish Fam Christmas. I can promise you, they're putting in a lot more work than they're making money, and they're not. They're not making any money.
Well, I was
Say
the
the
only
name.
thing I
Say
don't
it.
like about it is because it's made Rico so sad. That's the only thing I don't like about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
I
an
loved
asshole
being the
thing to
Santa
do.
Claus. That was fun.
You're nice, and you know it. You're not fooling me.
She's teacher nice.
And Foxy is super sweet. Pep, he's questionable.
I wouldn't try to make her mad. But that kind of goes
Steven
along with
says,
all
I'd
women.
imagine
So.
most people who don't like each other in this community have never had a one-on-one conversation that could resolve it. Well, that's part of it. You know, people are so anti uh you know, they don't talk to each other. You know, that would solve like most of our problems if people would just talk to each other. I can't even remember who I was talking about at the time, but I'm like, one was bitching about the other, and I'm like, have you talked to each other? Try picking up the damn phone and actually talking to each other. Because what you are saying, what he's
Yeah.
saying are basically the same thing. You're coming at it from two different directions.
Yeah, it's kind of like politics nowadays, where people will hate each other over politics. And 20 years ago, we all were friends. So it's like,
Sketty. Now you sound like me. Don't go there. Don't go there, Sketty. I'm not a racist. I hate everybody equally. You want me to closely interact with people on purpose? That seems icky. See, that's the problem.
Well, and you know what? A lot of live stream people don't like to associate with people one on one, and that's why they're here in the live stream so we can associate without, you know,
Yeah, I get that. I mean,
getting that.
trust me, people, regular folk, like the general population, I don't want to talk to those people. I have to talk to them because that's my job. But most of the time, it's a negative experience. I'll be honest with you. Genesis,
Well,
it's also fine to not agree with the people. Ah, it jumped. Hold it. Let me find it again. Without feeling the need to
we were
actively put out negativity, negative energy. No one has to be friends with every single person. True. And you can be friends and not agree on every subject too. I mean, that is allowed.
yeah.
I'm sure Ed and I,
I
if we were to sit down and talk about every subject, well, cichlids. I mean, Ed hates cichlids. I love cichlids. So
and I don't totally hate them. I mean,
even if you do, I don't. It doesn't affect how I feel about
I'm
them.
making a cichlid.
But
I
I
made a Jack
understand why
Dempsey.
you don't like them.
I wish I could have Jack Dempsey's, but because they're going to kill each other, I can't have them. They stress me out. But I like to look at them. I think they're a beautiful fish. I love jaguars, but they're jerk faces, so I'm not going to have them.
Well, if you have
That's the
one,
problem.
if you have one, you have to be willing to do like an individual thing,
Yeah,
like a
but I
one
can't even have
one
just
fish,
one
one
cat.
species.
I can't have just one cat. I have to have another cat to keep it entertained.
New local Austin. Can we talk about new
Oh,
local Austin for half a second? Where'd that go?
that guy. Oh, I don't have an action figure for him yet.
He is one of the most genuine people on YouTube. I mean, I don't know that I've ever heard him say anything negative about anybody. And maybe you guys have, but I haven't. He's always like taking the positive view of things. I've met him multiple times in person at the Clash. That dude is legit cool. And he's super laid
Yeah.
back, which I like. He's not in your face. He's not like jibber jabbering just to hear his own voice. Unlike Ed,
I
who will
hope.
just talk to you and talk to you and talk to you.
Well, that was Whip and I when we were at Foxy's barbecue. Somebody said, "Yeah, we're all introverts in real life," and Whip and I kind of looked at each other like, "Well, we're the opposite."
Yeah.
Whip and I like talk to every stranger we see. If we're ordering at McDonald's, we'll carry on a conversation with the poor girl making our burger.
Yeah. Yeah, I am definitely not an introvert. I mean, I don't like people. Don't get me wrong, but I am not afraid to talk. I am not afraid to go outside and talk to people. Mostly because I have to. You know what I mean? Phone calls are gross. I would much rather call you on the phone than text you. I can't tell you how many times I've got myself in the hot water over a text because they didn't understand the context or the
Yeah,
what
I
is not
lost
the
a
cadence,
friend
but
over a text.
yeah. I mean, they don't get the humor that I'm trying to. Well, a lot of people don't get my humor, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, well, Whip tries kind of off the wall stuff when you're talking to him, and you have to think about what he just said.
What him just said?
And, and and Whip and I have had a lot of miscommunications, but we've
And
never
yet
been
we
negative.
right, and we're still friends. See how that works? It happens.
Yeah,
But if you heard my voice and you knew I was kidding, it would have cut down a lot of that confusion. But when it comes
I've
across
had
as a generic, you know, just words. See, now Joe is
I've had
on
angels
Jenna's side.
and discus.
What? Who? Did I miss something? Ed
Jenna
likes
said that I like
good
good
cichlids.
cichlids.
Oh, yes.
I
Well,
do.
angels ain't exactly good. I mean, they can be a
I've had
little
them though for
assholes.
years. I don't mind them
I said
though.
they
And
can be. I'm not saying they always are. I've had
I
some
keep
really
them in
nice.
such big tanks. And then I've had discus too, and discus can be jerks if they made up. So, but you just got to keep them separated or keep a big enough tank.
You gotta keep them separated.
And I've had lots of discus over the years, lots of angels. I've actually had lots of Africans. I used to have Africans for about 15 years in Missouri. I've never had Shelleys, but I'd like to have Shelleys.
Was that before the Civil War?
I had
or after the
Mabunas.
Civil War?
I had a whole tank of Mabunas, and they were doing great. I had them in a grow out tank. It was a 20 long because they were just a little fry. And as soon as I put them in the big tank with a lot of caves, they all killed each other. They went to war. They literally just went to war. And they killed every single one, died. Even the last one was so beat up, he died like a week later.
Oh, wow. So Mary says some people are just judgmental by way a person looks. I've been dealing with that my whole life because I choose to look the way I
Yeah.
look.
Well, and you're kind of goofy looking.
I am kind of goofy looking. But I've never dyed my beard red. I think there's a difference in not
Yeah,
liking
this might be the
cichlids
last
and
time
not
you see
liking
me white
aggressive
for a
fish.
while.
Yeah, right. It's
Oh.
coming hard and soon. Quick, fast.
Speaking of which, guys, I will not be doing a show Thursday because my Chiefs are playing and my family's all coming over here. My Chiefs are playing in Brazil during my stream, so I'm spending my time with my family. I'm sorry, folks, but we really love enjoying having dinner and cheering for the Chiefs together. So
That's cool.
yeah.
Jenny says, I think there's a difference in not liking cichlids and not liking aggressive fish. I like both.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Well,
like I have a 18-inch Jaguar over there. I had to separate him out from the big tank because he kicked the crap out of an Oscar, and he's just in a 150 all by himself, and I'm totally cool with that. I have no problem with that. I got an Oscar and a 55 that's growing out. I'm going to try him in the 210 once I'm going to have to drain that thing, dry it out, let it sit for a couple days, and then fill it back up. Use totally different substrate. Probably change out that expensive ass piece of driftwood, which is gonna just suck. But I'll do it. Just as because I got to get away from these bent fish. But anyway,
well, yeah, I totally agree. I've got 2 tanks of very aggressive fish. Or maybe actually, well, the Gadaids are pretty aggressive too. If they can catch it, they'll tear it up. But I've got my 2 big bichers that will literally eat everything. They're ornates. They're super aggressive towards everything I put in the tank. And so I'm going to be putting them in with the Red Devil soon. I'm going to put the Red Devil in with them and see what happens. If they can all get along, then the Red Devil has a place to live. Otherwise, maybe I'll take the Red Devil to the Clash and see if he can get adopted.
you just put him in the auction.
Yeah, I just hate to bring a fish all the way up because I don't want him to die because the conditions. I'll keep him in a 5-gallon bucket, but he's such a big fish.
Well, you could even go with
You know.
a 20 or 30 gallon tote. I mean, instead of
And
a
that's going
bucket.
to kill my back. I have a
Well,
really bad back. So
I know you would have to have help on your end to get it. I mean, obviously, there's enough people at the Clash that could help you. get it out of there. So you don't have to hurt your back. But
I don't know.
Steven says
mean-
new local Austin is 100% real. Never seen an ounce of mean in him. Right, that dude. I swear, if I could have a man crush on somebody outside of Hollywood,
Wish
that
I
would
had an
be one of
action
them.
figure.
New local Austin is just a genuine.
I hope I don't.
This is from Jenna. Warm in person. Yep. And he's coming to the Clash, so Ed needs to get his action figure made. Stat.
I know. See, that's
inflection.
my fear.
That's it.
I
can't get my inflection. Thank you, Denny. There's
I may
Kill
not.
Kitty. She's commenting on Waterdeep.
I hope I don't make too many people upset by not having their action figures, because there's so many people coming. Like, I don't have a Grant Shelby yet, and
you can only do so. You're one man.
Yeah. Well, I got Grant and Shelby. I finally got Peplin today, so that's good. I had Peplin's head done 2 months ago, but his body. I ordered his body from Walmart, and they said they sent it, but it never came in. And I've been complaining. Hopefully, they sent me my money back. I don't know, but
Right.
I ordered it on Amazon 2 days ago, and I got it today.
Nice. And then Zenny is right behind Denny, and she says you can't hear inflection in text. Correct. And that has gotten me in more trouble than probably anything else. I mean, my sense of humor is kind of off color anyway. And that because my dad.
Oh.
My dad, he's like, I just don't get you. I'm like, sorry.
Well,
sorry. Neither is half the population that I coexist with.
We had a group chat, and I was teasing Whip, and I offended somebody else in the group chat so bad that now he hates me. And it was like, it doesn't even make sense why he was mad at me.
Right.
So
it's
just how it is.
Me a single ellipsis or a thumbs up if you want to convey that you hate me.
A thumbs up. Oh my gosh. Does thumbs up mean something bad in Louisiana? Because I think I sent his wife a thumbs up. She asked me about an order.
Yes.
I normally give thumbs up at the ends of when I get done talking to people.
So along those same lines, Jenna says, my daughter hates it when I end a text with a period because she assumes I'm mad.
I did give her a thumbs up at the end.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jenna. I didn't know that meant badness. For now on, thumbs down for Jenna.
Yep. Family first. That's what Sketty says. That's right. Joe says, Chiefs, you mean Travis Swift's team?
Yep.
Yep. I probably missed your first half of the conversation there, Mary. But she says, continued from above, the day before I was dressed casual. Oh, yeah. No, I did read that one. Hair down, dressed flats on feet, and all the same women were high smiling. The day was sweats, me, them, no acknowledgement. F them.
I can't even help with any type of woman dynamic because women have a whole different world that men just don't understand.
Most of us don't. We're like, huh? My bread.
Oh, I just broke a nose off. Dang it.
And Zenny says, Joe, don't you dare talk badly about K-Tay. Cat House, what's going on, buddy? You guys, I was only going to do an hour, and here we are, 2 hours and 17 minutes.
Wow.
And then Joe says, Zen, I actually have no clue what Tay Tay.
It's probably some mean girl word.
No, Tay Tay is Taylor Swift.
You know, I don't even know a Taylor Swift song.
You probably do. You just don't
Ow,
know you do.
ow. Yeah, I really don't listen to the radio, so. Actually, my dad had the radio on just yesterday, and I said, this is the first time I've listened to music in like 2 years on the radio.
Then he
Because it
says,
turns
"No,
out
she's kind of a
my
big
town
deal."
has its own, we have our own radio station in my town. It's called The Eagle. And it plays like 70s and 80s music, so Dad loves it.
I bet. Jenny
like-
says, "I ordered his body from
I-
Walmart." And the other sentences you don't hear every day. I ordered his
Walmart
body
didn't
from
come
Walmart.
through. It's 2 action figures. Walmart shafted me within a week. I'm never ordering another thing from them again, which is probably a lie.
Oh, that's Chattanooga Ed, Joe. He's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, right.
He's like super famous.
Yeah.
He's got like
Not
20,
really.
20 times as many subs as me. Maybe more than that. What are you up to now? Are you 20, 25, 30? Where are you at?
I'm at 50,000.
50,000.
But you may not recognize me if you don't watch cat shorts. You know what? My cat short from 2 days ago, I had 3,500 views on it. 0 from the age group of 19 to 24 watched it. And I'm like, how is that even possible? So I called my 2 nieces that are 20 and 24 and said, could you guys watch this just so I can get that dynamic? Isn't that funny? It's nuts. But yeah,
Joe, it's Chattanooga Ed. Oh, she even posted your link.
Oh, thank you.
And he followed. So now you're at 50,001.
Nice. Yeah, it's more my cat's channel though, I think, than my channel anymore.
You know what I heard, Jenna/Mary, on if you just write, like if they say something that you're agreeing with it, or they ask you to do something and you're like, you just put K. Like okay, but you just put the K. Apparently that is a wrong thing to do.
What do you mean?
Like instead of writing out okay, you just write K. Like,
For what?
can you do this for me? And I'm like, K. Yeah. Like, yes, I can do that. Okay, no problem.
Well, as long as people know that it's you, what's it matter?
I mean, that isn't that common for most people, is just to write a K? Like K.
I've never heard that in my life, but I'm not
No?
very tech savvy.
Well, apparently
I
just
always
to write
write
K.
an O and a K, and sometimes I put this because that emoji comes in after I type OK. So sometimes that goes in. If an emoji pops up after whatever I wrote, I normally throw it in there just to be cool. That way I seem like I'm a macho, or not a macho, but a tech guy or something.
Joe says if it's not sports radio, classic rock, or politics, I don't listen much. I can tell you right now, I don't listen to a minute, not a second of politics. I will not, cannot. I will drive my car off a cliff
doesn't
before I
have
do that.
any sports.
I do mostly sports.
And when I lived in St. Louis, we always had three sports channels in St. Louis. That's all I listened to. And when I came here, it really killed me because it's almost okay. We have 3 channels, maybe 4. I think there's a R&B channel, but there's like a bajillion country channels, a bajillion Christian channels, and a bajillion Christian politics channels. It's so weird. So weird.
No, Joe, I have no cats either. But this guy
Not
here,
even catfish.
this guy, yeah, I have catfish. But this guy here, he's a cat fan. And if you talk negatively about cats, he'll come through the screen and tell you what's what. Sometimes he knocks me down and steps on my throat.
But only when he's visiting Tennessee. I have a tally here, and every time he gets to 10, that's like an extra throat kick.
Oh, Denny don't have no cats either.
What? You know, I didn't even want cats. They just kind of showed up. When I've never gotten a cat on my own. One was my sister's, and I took it years ago for my first cat. And when it died, I said, I'm never having another animal because I can't handle them dying. And then this Nico showed up at my mom and dad's house, and then they told my brother he couldn't keep it, so he brought it over to my house, and I got Nico. And then the little girl cat, I was going to take it to the pound, but it got real cold and I had to go to work, so I let it in the house, and they became like, Nico acted like its mom. I mean, it followed Nico everywhere, and it's like, oh great, now I got two cats.
Yeah, right. So Zemi says K, just writing K, means this is literally the least I could do to reply, and I obviously don't have time for you. Or that's how I take it anyway.
My mom, she thought LOL was lots of love for years. And she was reading off, like when her mom died, the letter she sent to everybody, and she put LOL at the end. I said, Mom, why'd you put LOL? Because that's kind of and she says it means lots of love. And it's like, no, it means laughing out loud. It's like, and she says, well, I think it means lots of love. And it's like, maybe we should put that behind the LOL.
Yeah, right. We might need to let people know that that's what you think it means.
Yeah.
So the Cool Kid Club
everybody. So you know,
Dennis,
whenever friends
Rip,
are passing away,
no cats. Yep.
I love
That's
almost
how I
every
mean it when I send
furry animal there is. I don't do rodents.
I've done rodents, rats. I've had rats that actually knew their names and would come to me when I called them. Not every time, and they weren't like dogs, but they were fairly smart. The only problem with mice and rats, the reason that gerbils and hamsters are so popular is they're desert animals and they don't pee as much. You know, they're genetically
I did not
built
know that.
to hold on to their pee a little bit more. And rats,
well, they look cuter.
Man, oh man, they just crap and piss over everything.
Yeah, rats are gross looking too.
Yeah, I mean, I know everybody has a problem with their tail, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't want to get into it, but yeah, it's just a lot of parts that look gross on that rat.
Oh yeah, they get the big nutsack too. The boys do.
And the big teeth, those big giant teeth, and then the big sack is like two things that I don't want to mess with. Ugh.
Ladies and gents,
But,
this was fun. I need to check on more.
Hamsters and rabbits.
4:30 a.m. Oh my God, you got to be up at 4:30 tomorrow on a Sunday? Good Lord, man, go to bed.
Oh man. Well, thanks for
Nancy
coming.
B. Nancy B's here.
Nancy.
Showing up at 10:30.
I've been wanting to talk to you.
Nancy, he needs to talk to you, Nancy.
I've got some major Walmart issues. She needs to tell me how to yell at Walmart.
Oh,
I bet you Walmart doesn't even care when people get mad or upset.
Mary says, "Whip Ed's tally on the wall where it killed the ant earlier. What if more ants hit the tally? That's a whole lot of knockdown and step on your throats."
Oh my
Be
God.
prepared, my
Let me
friend.
tell you, on Craft Ed, I did an experiment with what was it called? Garlic. I wanted to grow garlic in this tank, and it went moldy and nasty. Well,
Hey, Debs.
I bought 2 garlic cloves, but I thought I only had 1. So I took all the rest of the garlic and put it in my refrigerator, but this room kept smelling terrible like garlic. I couldn't figure it out for the longest time. There was a whole clove. This table that I'm on has like a under table, like that you can slide out and in, and I never use it. There was a clove of garlic that I bought rotting under there.
Ugh.
Oh, and just to demonstrate how old that I never look under there. This picture of me was under there. I'm just going to show you how dirty it is.
Yep.
That
is
with
a
the
lot of dust.
clove. Can you believe that looks like me?
I can, because you sent me a picture of you when you were a kid.
Oh, wow.
When we were
Long
trying
time
to get
ago.
a D&D character, AI.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Boy, that didn't look anything like me.
No. Well, I kind of went a different way because
It looked like Tom Sawyer.
looked like what?
It looked like Tom Sawyer.
Like
If Tom Sawyer was a dark elf.
Yeah. Nancy, did
I
you
was
get off
wondering if you
work
could
for
make
the
me look a
night?
little more
Because
man.
now they're leaving and I need to know if it's your fault. And then Deb says it's 4:30 a.m. Holy crap. She is up
Oh, hi,
early
Debs.
listening to our nonsense.
Oh, I had something really important I wanted to ask Debs about England.
Nancy, your
And I have
people won't give Ed his bodies. And then Nancy said, "Don't yell at me. I didn't steal your action figures." Nancy, are you a Walmart employee? Is that what I'm understanding?
they, she's a big wig, and that's all I'm going to say.
Oh, I have
Don't
no
mess.
doubt. I mean,
Don't really need the cat's butt in my face.
I think you kind of do. Half awake. Hi, everyone. Old bubblegum.
Well, one of the action figures I bought, they oversold them in Canada, and they sent all of them to Canada and not to any of us in America. And I literally stayed up for like 36 hours straight waiting for that thing to drop. And I got it in the first like 4 minutes that it dropped.
I gotta say,
Whip, I
Ed,
was talking to Whip in the morning. Remember?
yes, you were. Yep, I remember that, and you were all happy that you got it. Ed, that is a handsome cat you got there. His cat Scud. Look at him, just
He
looking
is.
all
Well,
majestic. He was looking at the camera just a minute ago.
he's the reason why I have subs. I unlocked the trick of cat videos versus fish videos.
Nancy says, "I'm
You know,
not in charge of snatching bodies or stealing bodies." That's as much as I can say.
oh well.
Mary wrote another book.
Could you make it so my Walmart's good?
Yeah, could you make that happen, Nancy B? And can you make them
They
not
don't
be
ever
in
have
the
the stuff I
water
want.
aisle every time I go in there with 18 pallets and 35 people trying to pull stuff off the shelf? Can you make that happen too? Rats run away
That's at
from
mine
you.
too.
Raccoons stand on their hind legs and hiss.
I was watching two raccoons a couple days ago while I was in my pool. And when they realized that I was watching them, they took off.
Rats or raccoons?
He's going back to his bed.
I've had all I can take. I can't take no
Raccoons.
more. Nico is kind of a big deal.
Ah, yeah. Okay, I make a fish video and it will have the same amount of views as a cat video. The fish video will get me 2 or 3 subs. Every cat video is like a guaranteed 25 subs.
Which is amazing.
And I
I haven't had
literally
25
had
subs in a row in a long time.
about I I have a I had about 1,100 cat videos, but I had to take down 900 of them.
I know. That sucks.
That really upset me because I spent an hour every day making those stupid shorts.
Whip, it's a book
And
because
that's
our
why now I only
generation
put
knows
2 or
how
3
to
a
read.
week.
Yeah. Yeah. And then YouTube said, you can't do that. Nico keeps showing his butthole
Yeah.
on stream. I didn't think that this was that kind of show. Man, I know I can read. I know I can. And yet every stream I struggle with simple things like that. My brain reads faster than
Nancy,
my mouth.
sex sells.
Yeah, there's a whole 19 of us in here. Words are hard. Maybe I should just try to do my own
That was
thing.
weird. Your
Huh?
page just like crashed, or your video live stream crashed for a minute.
Well,
Oh,
that's
now you got
because
42 likes.
my stream keeps crashing for some reason. I mean, my end. Zen, Taylor Swift has a nice big house right here on Black Island, Rhode Island. You know where
Rhode
a lot of
Island's
the
a small state.
celebs have houses is over on Marco Island, where I have a timeshare condo. I mean, there were some pretty big names. I don't know how many of them are still there, but like Eminem was there, and some country dude that I don't follow country, but he was a big deal. Hasn't been a big deal in a while now, though. But he was a big deal in the 90s for sure, maybe the 2000s. I'll try to remember one of his songs.
Tim
Here.
McGraw?
No. He's kind of a tall, lanky looking dude, kind of an older dude.
Oh, Randy Travis?
No, not that old. Kind of in the middle there.
I'm not good at this. I'm not good at music.
No, he's a blonde. He had like the mullet. He had a mustache, but you know that's basically describing all of them.
Trace something.
Trace has got really long hair.
Well, but
believe it or not,
mustache.
I don't see it, but I have had more people. Alan Jackson, thank you. Zenny knows.
Oh, well, you should have said.
I have been told
little bit of love. On
I look like Teresa.
Got a little dish.
And
Got
I'm
a little
like,
bitty spoon.
not really, no. But so many people have told me that I look just like Teresa Atkins, and I'm like, that dude, he's a big dude. Yes, Mary Alan.
I don't think you
Jackson.
look like him.
I don't think so either.
I know 2 Alan Jackson songs because I used to sing those in karaoke. Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yep.
Well, what do you think, Ed? Should we hang it up? We've been on for 2.5 hours.
Okay, I'm gonna cook all these skulls.
All right, you probably have to grab some dinner. What was the deal with you going to bed like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday? Not 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, when Skip was going to do his thing, and you're like, I can't keep my eyes open, and it was like a normal go to bed time, and you were like,
I think
I gotta go to bed.
it was like 9:30 at
Yeah,
night.
it was like
when
a
I did that.
regular person going to bed time, and I'm like,
Dude,
well, that
okay.
normally that's when Ed's like just starting to cruise.
College football just saps the energy out of me. And Dad enjoys college football, so I watch it with him. But it makes me so tired. I mean, he's watching it right now up there.
Oh
And
yeah.
I literally had taken a half-hour nap before you called. And or text me, and I went upstairs and was doing other stuff. So I just needed to recharge. I have a hard time watching stuff that I find really boring.
Yeah. Oh, it's like for me, like golf and bowling, you know, or even NASCAR, which I kind of like NASCAR, but I can't sit down
I don't watch NASCAR now. Oh, I think he froze.
and watch.
Okay,
I really need to work on. I got to figure out what's going on with my internet because it's driving me nuts. It does it all the time now.
I was afraid to
But
talk because I
anyway,
knew you would say everything at once.
yeah.
But I don't watch NASCAR anymore after Earnhardt died.
I don't think I was watching it yet when Earnhardt died.
Oh,
I picked it up in the year that the guy
these
that I
calls.
picked, the guy that I picked won. What's the first race of the year?
Daytona?
Is it Daytona? He won
Yep.
Daytona, and he had never really won anything. He was one of them guys that talk like this, and he had a brother that was almost normal, but he always talked like this.
Well, he was a NASCAR guy.
He was Ward Burton, if y'all know who Ward Burton is.
Oh, Jeff Burton was one of my favorite guys. He drove the
Yeah,
99 car.
and Jeff was you could understand every word he said, but his brother was always talking like this. He sounded like Boomhauer from King of the Hill.
Yeah, it was terrible. I was
Hey, hooray!
complaining about Earnhardt, and then he died
Oh, jeez.
to a
So it's
cop.
your fault.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, I'd had Earnhardt on my fantasy team for like 6 years, and I just told the cop that was sitting next to me because I was watching one of the other high school hockey teams that we were going to play hockey. So I would,
Good night, Debs.
watch. But the cop was next to me, and we were watching the game also while we were watching it. And I said, I need to cut Earnhardt because he's been sucking so bad the last 2 years. And then he crashes and dies. And he looked at me like, you son of a bitch. I was like,
and then she says, Ed killed Dale.
it was unbelievable. That should be, when somebody asks you what your darkest secret is, that should be mine.
Right? Then he says, I knew you were talking about Ward.
And he was my favorite. Earnhardt was my favorite guy. I mean, I may have been wearing an Earnhardt jacket at the time. No, I was probably wearing my high school jersey.
Yeah, you probably were
Waterloo
still
jersey.
sporting your high school Spartans.
No, we were the Waterloo Bulldogs. I coached for the Waterloo Bulldogs, which was a rival school of my high school, which was weird because I coached against my brother. Isn't that strange?
That is kind of weird.
He's 8 years younger than me, so
yeah.
What you gonna do?
Can't do much about that. All right, everybody. I enjoyed our time together. We're going to say goodbye and good night, and we will see you next Thursday if I go, but we'll see how that goes. Um, yeah, we'll play it by ear. I'll let y'all know. We know Ed's not going to go. I don't know what Skipper's doing. So we'll see what happens. Mickum, you came in just in time to say goodbye.
Hiya, Mickum.
See y'all later. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy Labor Day. Enjoy your Sunday and stay safe.